to the crack of dawn. Thank you so much for tuning in. Happy New Year. It is January 10th, 2019. I can't even believe it. Thank you for Len Roy and Tyler and Kat for producing another show. I'm so excited. Okay, so Nicole Miller, I got another box in the mail with more treats. Great sunglasses, a great shirt, gorgeous with my BR dress and my Vans. Thank you so much. I got this beautiful necklace from Nicole Miller, so I'm really excited because, you know, it's like decorating. I don't know how to put together an outfit either. It's like a clown. I just grab everything and throw it on, and hopefully it looks good. It's like how you wear things, I guess. So thanks so much again from New York City. I appreciate it. Well, I went to Big Y just before I got here, and I thought, you know what, let's do another cupcake, because I had I couldn't think of anything to paint. So a lot of times what I do is I get a cupcake book. I'm very picky about what I paint. So I have to find something with really good light, like this one, for instance. This is a great cupcake. It's easy, it's crisp, it's fun, it's not 50,000 million different colors, and you know, I don't need peanut butter sprinkles, hearts, and cookie crumbs all on my cupcake, okay? So I went to Big Y, $2.99 for this lovely thing. I don't know how long they keep them in those containers, you know, at the grocery store, but usually you can tell they've been there a while, some of them. So who knows? This one hopefully was baked up, whipped up right before I got there. So I put two canvases here because you know what? I always tell you, sometimes I do two cupcakes at the same time. So I might have to do that. So I'm gonna do one, and you know, if I feel like it, I'm gonna just do two. And sometimes they look a little bit slightly different, which looks really nice hanging the two together, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm looking at my cupcake here. I think it's some kind of raspberry swirl thing. And I bought a cupcake injecting decorating set at Home Goods, and it doesn't have the tips. So again, just like, you know, people prepare, and people always say, oh, Dawn, you're never organized, you're never prepared. No, I'm not, sorry. I'm just not one of those people. So, you know, either you are or you aren't, and I'm sure I could learn different ways, but I kind of wing it, and it's kind of nice that way because then you don't get as upset. You know, I see kids, they have tantrums, meltdowns over the littlest thing, and sometimes it's not a big deal, but you know what I mean? Some people just do that, and it's, you know, not fair to judge. So I hate these retractable pencils. Every time I try to draw with it, the whole tip breaks. So I wouldn't be using this thing. I may use a Sharpie just because, you know what, I'm so good at these cupcakes that I can fix it later, and I don't want you to be looking at a line that you can't see. So top cupcake, what it is again, it's a smiley face. This one, I'm just gonna put it a little bit over to the left. I don't like everything centered. It's too perfect, okay? So you want it a little bit off, just to, you know, have it off center. So then, maybe I'll make another one over here. This one's gonna go on this side, okay? Smiley face, and then it's gonna go down on both sides, and another smiley face. Gorgeous, look at that. Same thing, down, down, and another, look at the pencil. You have to keep freaking this thing. It's terrible. So then down, down, go up like this, and then it has these cupcake things that go like this, see? They're just these, and they go here, and that's that baking cup that you put in. You know, they have the paper one and then the tin foil one, then the paper one and then the tin foil one. I don't get it. Do you put the paper inside of the tin foil? I mean, people are like, just use them, Dawn. I'm like, I don't get it though. Why is there a paper one? I mean, one's paper, one's tin foil. I mean, I would imagine one can start on fire if you don't know what you're doing. So you're gonna put these things going down, okay? This cupcake might be a little shorter, okay? And the top of the cupcake is like a big rainbow. Speaking of rainbows, it's just back in Northampton visiting again. It's great. I love walking around. And I love the rainbow crosswalk. It's so great. Reminds you of people are all different. It's so nice. So here's what we're gonna do. We do it our rainbow, and then right smack dab in the middle is a raspberry. And you know, a raspberry isn't a perfect circle. It's not a perfect beach ball. It doesn't have to be great. Just stick that on there. And then I have it on this like thing that Kat put here, but I'm going to just make a line here so that it looks like it's on some sort of table. If you wanted to, you could make a doily or something going around it, whatever you want, okay? So I'm going to have to wing it with my cupcake decorating set because this is just, you know, doesn't come with the little things. So I'm just going to do what I normally do, okay? So what I've got here is I look at the cupcake. It has white, It has a brownish, this is a burnt sienna, mixed with some white, it'll make that beautiful Naples yellow, which is here, if I don't want to mix it. And then we've got to figure out how to make it gorgeous like that, and floppy and gloppy and gorgeous. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with a background color. And sometimes I tell you don't worry about the background color, but sometimes I think I'm going to do that first. So my background color, I don't know what color I want it to be. I think I'm going to do it a light, maybe a brown. Okay? And I'm going to make them both the same. Okay? Again, hopefully you can see the pencil, because it's very hard to see this. Okay? Hope everybody had a great New Year's Eve. We went out with the Wild Hacks. Oh my God, we had a ball. The kids have known each other since they were like 2. So it was like a big old party over there. Oh, and the Swansons, Ted and Hyde, had a ball. Thank you, Peter and Joan, for hosting. That was really nice, or whatever. They always love to go there. But there's a lot of restaurants. I mean, how do you pick? You know, that one's a no-brainer, JV's Tap Room. But I'm telling you, it's like, oh God, it's hard to decide where to go. Now, these might tip over a little, but don't worry. And this is going to go by so fast, it's not even funny. Because I'm going to do this with a guest sometime. So your background color, you know, some people, kids usually generally, they pick a hot pink or a red or something. I like to pick bakery, you know, kind of colors. So, you know, this is just a very neutral color. I'm going to put it here too, okay? Like I said, do 2 at the same time. Always paint the sides. Okay, and then what else did we do over New Year's? Not much. I got my husband to go out with us, though. Can you believe it? He went out with us. I was like, what? He's like, are we still going out? I'm like, oh my God, are you kidding me? You're going to come? This is fantastic. So he came out with us. People were like, God, I've never seen him before. I'm like, don't even worry. He's just like that. And I like people like that. You know, I hope I'm not so much of a big loudmouth. I'm pretty loud, I have to say, but I'm nice. But I am loud. But, you know, my sister's louder. Can you believe that one? Oh my God, she's loud. And, oh, I did see her. She had fun in Florida, though. Goes down to Naples, Florida. Now my parents are flying there tomorrow. Same place. Apparently, it's right. You know, I don't know anything about Florida. All I know is that if I painted on a shore where there's tourists, I'd make a lot of money. I could just go out, I could live in a shack, walk outside, paint the same boat every day. People would be, oh, how much is that? Let's see, how much could I live off in a week? I could sell them for $50. Sell the same thing every day. Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous. Well, I'm pretty good at it now because I'm out here every single day painting the same boat and dock. I better be good at it. Okay, paint the sides. You're going to want to paint the sides. You know, and everybody might be saying, oh, she better hurry up. There's no time. But these cupcakes, it's all about the picture. Like this great cookbook I got next to the cupcakes. It's called 4 Ingredients. I mean, this is my best friend. I might have to buy this from the library. 4 ingredients in every single recipe. Huh. I mean, can you imagine? I could go to the store every day. I could probably buy all the ingredients at Walgreens. I wouldn't even have to go to the grocery store. It's like, okay. Okay, now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start the cupcake. Now, the bottom, it's like I always call it like a golden cake. So I'm going to take this and mix it with some white. And that's going to make the color of the bottom, which is gorgeous, okay? It's going to mix with your, see, it wouldn't mix with the Sharpie, which is why you like the Sharpie sometimes. But it's going to mix with my pencil and make it look kind of greenish. But don't worry, that's just normal. Okay, you just have to wait till it dries and go over it a little bit more, and it should work out. Okay, and I'm doing 2 at a time, so you know it takes a while to get used to this. Hopefully, it hasn't snowed yet. It was snowing just a little bit this morning, a little bit over the weekend, but not much, and it's getting cold out. Got my new furnace in, which I love, but the only thing is our bill is $55 worse than it used to be. Higher. Isn't that crazy? Okay, I can't believe it. So now I'm going to take the white. I'm going to glop it on. Look at that's a big glop. And I don't have my cake decorating tip thing, so I'm just going to go like this. I'm making like, you know, the letter C over and over and over. There we go. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. Just making that. I might have to go down and get some more white, more globs, okay? Just act like you're frosting a cake. It's perfect. And it's gonna look just beautiful, really. Then we're gonna get the bottom in. That's gonna dry a little. We'll put some more glops in, okay? The counter. I am going to, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do the cherry while I'm at it. It's actually a raspberry. So a raspberry is gonna be this. It's alizarin crimson, straight out of the tube of paint. Mix that with a little red there. Now, if you want it to be a little bit more bluer, you would add blue. But I forgot the blue, and I'm not gonna get it because it's behind me. So I'm just gonna leave it this color because it looks pretty good. I can mix it with some black to show that it's getting darker. Now, this is tricky because if you use a big glop, it's gonna look like a real raspberry. Okay, so I didn't expect that white to go what it just did. It just did that. So like if you're like, oh my gosh, what did I do? I ruined the painting. No, you didn't. Don't worry. Okay, it might even do it on this one. But I'm gonna put my raspberry, look, it did. But that's okay, I'm not concerned, okay? I'm gonna mix this around. I've got 1 glass of water here that I was drinking out of before I started using it for my little thing here, okay? And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a countertop. And I think since I already have this white out, I'm gonna mix it with a little black, and I'm gonna do like a gray counter. Okay, that's kind of clean, you know, and neat, like the bakery, okay? You know, you want a nice clean restaurant when you're going, it's one of the problems about going out with my husband. He thinks everything is a big germaphobe. So, it didn't help that his dad was an HVAC guy for his job. He owned the business, and Tony had to follow him around. So, you know, he was in a lot of restaurants, so he saw what was really going on. So, you know, you got to keep it clean and neat. I like the nice colors. You know, notice how McDonald's they redid all their colors. They're not yellow and red anymore. Now they're like this sleek, you know, crate and barrel kind of look. Huh, it's crazy. I mean, I miss the big red and yellow with the golden arches that reminded me of a kid. Now it looks like, you know, can I buy a set of 8 wine glasses at McDonald's? Like, it just doesn't even look the same. Love McDonald's, though. I mean, Joanne and I, we get a coffee. It's $1. Any size you want. Any Diet Coke, Sprite, Coke, whatever you want, $1. I mean, I don't get it. Then I go to this tea shop. These young people are like, I'll have a Kalamucha rye with mokai tea pa. And I'm like, what is she drinking? And they're like, oh, it's just a form of tea. I'm like, really? I'll have a venti latte mocha weir wah wow. I'll have a whip while wash whoa whipper. It's like, I don't know what they're talking about. So, oh, God. Eleanor, we're gonna go to the coffee shop together. She's 101, I told you. She knows more than I do. She'll be like, oh, I'll have a venti extra latte chai key kai. And I'll be like, wow, where'd you learn that? Oh, the grandkids. Whoopsie, that happens. Now look what happened. It got all over the background. A lot of people get mad. I mean, they might go drive around for 2 hours, they're so mad. You know when people get mad, they drive around? I've done that. I get mad. I'm just like, you know what? Where are you going, Mom? Oh, nowhere. Just to the store for a little bit. I drive around. I'm not the best driver, but, you know, I'm out there on the road, so. Okay, I need some more white. I'm gonna bend down and grab the white. Hopefully it doesn't mess up my hair. Okay, so we got some more white. And again, with the cupcake, you know, it's all about glopping it on because, you know, really the cupcake isn't gonna be 600 colors unless it has sprinkles all over it. So I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna clean up the part that I wrecked, which was the background. So clean my brush here. I can also put my foot on the easel like this and hold it into place. Okay, but these are gonna be cute. I'm not so concerned that they're good. Well, I am concerned that they're good. What's good is when you step back and you go, I like that. And it could be, oh my God, it looks like a 5-year-old did it, like it. It doesn't matter. As long as it looks good. Whoops, I forgot what color I mixed with the background. I think it was a brown. I'm just gonna switch it all up. I'm gonna make it the color of the cupcake. That's okay, okay? So I'm going in and taking the color of the cupcake and just going around there, okay? Just to, you know, get that going. Okay, now I can go in with my gray in the front. And that might be a countertop. You know, everybody's got these marble counters and I don't know what's in. I always ask my old friends, I'm like, what color appliance never goes out of date? And every single older person I ask, they're like white. You know, so people get these, like what I have, stainless steel. What is it? It's crazy. It's like having mirrors all over your kitchen. You're staring at yourself. You go to get the milk out of the fridge and you've got a whole picture of you. Then you go to the microwave. Oh my God, there am I again. Go toaster oven. Woo, there I am. Dishwasher. Woo. So, I mean, I think the white is good. And people would decorate. It's like hotels. You walk in. I'm going to put this down because I'm going to wreck it if I don't. Okay? And I'm just going to go like this so that you can see. Okay? Because I'm doing two at the same time. It might knock the easel over. Yeah, so sometimes when you have a nice white, white sheets, white everything, white walls, that's always in. And I agree with these ladies. Accent walls and all this other stuff. I mean, I don't know. Okay? And I'm going to have to go to New York City soon because everybody's dying to meet everybody out there. My friend, Georgia and Nicole, one lives in Rye. Very fancy. Well, they're both fancy. And then the other one lives at Battery Park City, and they survived the 9/11, both of them. Unbelievable. And they still like it there, So, hey, you're a true New Yorker if you like that after all that stuff. Painting the sides here, okay. This is cute. I like this one. I don't care if it looks perfect or it looks like the one from Big Y, but oh my gosh. And I'm telling you, customer service is getting a little, I should have put them next to each other. Maybe that'll work better, okay. So I'm gonna go back in here, okay. And next we're having, I noticed all the Valentine's Day stuff comes out right on New Year's Day pretty much. Okay, I'm just gonna make my background a little darker, as you can see. And have fun with these, make them simple, and then you can start making them fancy at the end. Because definitely paint the sides. Okay? I don't wear a lot of jewelry, so it's kind of interesting having this on. I like it. I just don't wear a lot of jewelry. I actually went to the pawn shop. I took my whole jewelry box. Everything in it was from my husband. I said, Tone, do you mind if I pawn all this? He goes, well, no, I really don't. I'm like, are you sure? Because I don't wear any of this. And you know what? Might get us like $800 or something. So I brought in like, I don't know how many gold bracelets he's bought me over the years, but a ton. Never wear them. One has hearts, one has ducks, one has peace signs, I don't even know. He has very good taste. But I brought them all in to Tom. And Tom gave me about $800 for all of it. Now I just have my wedding rings. I don't want any of that stuff. And on my birthday, I don't want stuff. On Christmas, we don't even do gifts to each other. Like, what am I going to get them? We don't care. There's not something I've been dreaming about my whole life. That I'll just go out and buy it if I want it. Okay, so now we're going to go in and we're going to make this darker. And ooh, this is growing fast. We've got 5 minutes. We're going to whip this up. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go in with the brown and I'm going to put in these lines here. 5 minutes, I mean, it's longer than you think. So let's see. And I've been babbling and bobbling on forever. Sorry. It makes it fun though, just painting and talking. Okay, I'm gonna pull these down. They don't have to be perfect. And you know what? I told you I was gonna teach you how to write backwards in cursive. That was gonna be the beginning of the show. And I'll do it next time. And then maybe I can finish up these two. Let me go quick because, we wanna go quick. 5 minutes left is a long time. It's like driving the kids. They both missed the alarms today. They never do. And I'm not in charge of them so much, rather than I take care of them and I do a good job. But I don't, first of all, if they ask me to help with the homework, they're going to get an F. Unless it's art. But, it's not going to work out. Mom, this physics, can you give me some help on this? Are you crazy? I mean, I don't even think I ever took physics, ever. I think I made it to like algebra 2, which is like, that's like, candy canes for 9th graders. But I mean, I didn't even make it that far. I did not get it. I didn't get it. I was terrible at it. Okay, now we're going to put the sprinkles on. It's like a big chocolate mess. I could take the chocolate thing and just go like this all over it, but I'm not going to. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to whip this up. I'm going to add a couple a couple, shadows. Okay, so mixing the black with the raspberry color here is going to make my raspberry a little darker on the bottom, so it looks more real, okay? So I'm putting that there. The cupcake needs a shadow underneath it, okay? So what I'm gonna do is put this here, and the shadow, I can see it right here. It's going like this. It's going right over and right off the page here, okay? And you have to have the shadow, okay? It's gonna go off the page, and it's also gonna go into, this one I'll have go this way. You don't have to have them all perfect, okay? As long as you have a shadow there. And you can do that in black, okay? Bring that out. Again, thanks for tuning in. I love it. I'm so excited. I'm going to have more Nicole Miller ideas and outfits on. If anybody has any ideas or wants to come on the show, I would love it. We got a couple more people. I always say they're going to come on. They will. It's just, I wing it a lot too. I don't like to say, oh, what are you doing on, March 18th, 2020? That's why when people are engaged, they're like, oh my God, we just got engaged. I'm like, oh, when are you getting married? Oh, 5 years on May 17th. I'm like, that ain't gonna happen. Sorry, just saying. Can get into a lot of fights between then and March. No, I'm just kidding, but I think it's funny because people plan their whole life and then the whole thing can switch up in a second, Oh, we're gonna get married and blah, 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 and then nobody does or whatever. Okay, now I'm gonna put my sprinkles on, and then I bet the credits are gonna roll soon. I don't know how fast I've been babbling on, but next time we're gonna do the James Charles makeup palette. It's pretty cool, actually. He's got every color there, and he figures out, okay, these are sprinkles. These are just gonna go around I'm using very gloppy, see, like this, so that when I glop it across, it goes instead of mixing with the white, okay? There's a thing shooting up like that. There's one over there. I'm gonna put some on the other cupcake, because it's all over the place here. And, they're gonna start looking nice. Another thing is once you sign it, like a checkbook, sign it like a checkbook, it looks gorgeous. Hopefully I can get a trip in. I wanna go to Nashville. I wanna go to visit Moon, because Moon has a whole pile of fun things at her house. And things that I don't have. And then I'd like to go with my Marymount girls. We're celebrating our 50th birthdays next year. And 60 I'm gonna be. Can you believe it? Don't I look great? 60 years old. 2 minutes left. We got 2 minutes left. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add a couple more of these around. Okay, I'm gonna make this a little bit darker here. And you're gonna see while I'm finishing up, the credits are still gonna be rolling. I'm still gonna be talking. And you can see how they're gonna be so cute, these things. I hope you tune in next time. I can't wait for the crack of dawn again. Maybe we'll do one live from Northampton sometime soon. That would be fun. Oh my gosh, that would be great. I would love that. I'm gonna mix some black with the brown and add some more darker things that are on here, just to give it a little bit more shoof and banoof and poof. And I'll have a kaba balush tea chai kai ko. God. What are these younger people going to do? I don't know what generation we're on now. I guess it goes X, Y, and then Generation Z. I have no idea. I like the generation 1950s. Love Buddy Holly, love Elvis. I should have grown up then because that's my kind of world right there. I love it. I love Roy Orbison too. You'd probably never know that. Oh, and I love Jim Croce. Can you believe it? These young people are probably like, who the heck is that? And she's older than I thought she was. My God, she's listening to old lady stuff, but that's what I like, So we're going in like this, and the cuter it is, the more it's gonna look great, okay? And then I'm gonna put a dot of white